Hello children, today we begin the chapter Understanding Quadrilaterals. But before we go into quadrilaterals, we have to understand some basic shapes that can be drawn on a plane. So curve is the basic shape that can be drawn on a two-dimensional plane. You get a curve when you use your pen and you draw a shape on the piece of paper without lifting your pen. When you draw, you get a curve. So let us discuss certain things about curve before going on to polygons and quadrilaterals. So let us now start with a simple open curve. How does it look like? This is a simple open curve. Then you can have simple open curve made of line segments also. This is a simple open curve made of line segments. So now what is a simple closed curve? This is a simple closed curve, a circle. It can be ellipse, it can be any other shape also. This is a simple closed curve. So you see here, the curve is not overlapping in any of these cases. That is why it is called as simple. If the curve overlaps, it is not a simple curve. Now let us see a simple closed curve made of straight lines. This one is polygon, it's also known as a polygon, is a simple closed curve made of straight line. It's a square over here. Then I told you these are all simple curves. So what are curves that are not simple? So not a simple curve, I'll show it here. I've drawn with a free hand. This is not a simple curve because the line over here is overlapping. Then again I can show you another not a simple curve. This is a curve that is not simple. Here it is made up of straight lines. So I think the basic idea of curve is clear to you. This is a simple open curve. This is a curve made of straight lines. This is a closed curve, simple closed curve made of straight lines. This is not a simple curve, again not a simple curve made of straight lines. So I think this much is clear to all of you. Now when we talk about this kind of curves, from this I can introduce what is polygons. Polygon is a simple curve, closed curve made of straight line, a simple closed curve made of straight line. This is a simple closed curve made of 4 straight lines. It is square. What is the smallest possible polygon, or a polygon made of least number of sides? So it's nothing, it's very clear to all of you, it should be very clear. It is going to be a triangle. A triangle is a polygon with minimum number of sides. Okay, so I'm drawing a polygon with 3 sides, so it's going to be a triangle. So we'll discuss about these things in the next thing also. So I'm going to stop over here. In the previous slide, we had discussed about curves and I had started with polygons. Now, in this topic of quadrilaterals, let us continue with the topic of polygons. So, what are polygons? Polygons are simple closed curve made of straight lines. You had seen in the previous slide also. Here I have some examples of polygons. You can see the polygon 1, ABCD, it is a square. Then you have a triangle. Then you have another polygon with many sides. What is the speciality that makes it different from the other curves? It is made up of straight line first. It is closed. So a closed curve made up of straight line, and it is simple. That's another very important thing. It's not crossing. Okay. So a simple closed curve. There are 3 things: simple, closed, and a curve that is made of straight lines. It is called a polygon. Everybody should know the definition of polygons, the basic thing. Next, on the right hand side of the screen, you can see some curves. They're all curves made up of straight line, but they're not polygons. In 2 cases, if you see, this PQRS1, here again it is overlapping. Then the next one, ZDUVWA1, that is also overlapping. And the last one over here is not overlapping, but it is not closed. So they are not polygons. So I think from this particular slide, you understood what are polygons. Polygons, once again, I'm repeating, a simple closed curve made up of straight lines. And as we had previously discussed, the polygon made up of least number of sides, or the smallest polygon that can be made using least number of sides, is a triangle. So it is clear to all of you. So now we'll move on to the next slide. Children, in the previous slide, we had discussed what is a polygon. Now let us classify the polygons. I had also said in the previous slide that the smallest possible polygon that can be made with minimum number of sides is a triangle. So I have in this slide brought up some of the polygons that can be drawn. So I got a slider. This thing is called a slider. When you have minimum number of sides, 0 sides, you can't have a polygon. You can see that. Then suppose I slightly increase it, 1. If I'm having sides 1, I'm not having a polygon. Side 2, I'm not having a polygon. Now slowly I'm increasing it. Side 3, you can see the side 3, this is a polygon, and a polygon with 3 sides is called a triangle. Is that clear? Now let us increase sides 4. Side 4, you have another polygon. The one which I have is a square. You can have a rectangle, you can have a rhombus, you can have a parallelogram, also a trapezium, or in general you can call a quadrilateral. So here, because the 4 sides are equal over here, I have written a square. Now let us increase the sides slowly. I got a 5-sided figure. A 5-sided figure is called a pentagon. Here, because all the sides are equal, this is called a regular pentagon. Now let us increase this number of sides again. The next number of sides are 6. This is a 6-sided closed polygon, a closed figure. It's called a polygon. This polygon is called a hexagon. Now coming on to the 7th side, it looks like this, a 7-sided polygon. All sides are equal, so it is a regular polygon. Regular 7-sided polygon is called a regular septagon, or it can also sometimes it is called a heptagon also. Now suppose I increase the side to 8. This is 8-sided polygon. It looks like this. This is called a regular octagon. Okay. Next, suppose I have a 9-sided figure here like this, a 9-sided polygon. It has got 9 sides, and the polygon with 9 sides, and if all sides are equal, it is called as a regular nonagon. Okay. Now coming on to the 10-sided figure. Suppose it is 10 sides. How does it look like? 10-sided figure, you can see this 10-sided particular figure is called a decagon. So in this way, I have not written all other names. In fact, I don't know many other names also. If I go on increasing the number of sides here, it's 11-sided polygon, 12-sided polygon called as a dodecagon, and so on. If I go on increasing your polygon, the sides goes on increasing. The interesting thing is that as we go on increasing, the polygon now tends to be a circle. यानी जैसे जैसे हमारे साइड्स बढ़ता जाता है, एक क्लोज्ड पॉलीगॉन सर्कल बनने की तरफ बढ़ता जाता है. अगर हम करते जाएंगे, कम करते जाएंगे, कम करते गए 1 and 2 and 3 साइड से तो वो पॉलीगॉन बनेगा ही नहीं. 3 से शुरू होता है ट्रायंगल से, एंड बढ़ता जाएगा तो it tends to be a circle. A polygon tends to be a circle when the number of sides goes on. Okay, I think this is clear to all of you. It's very interesting. बहुत मजा आ रहा है ना ऐसे देखो, sides बन रहे. Okay, so now we'll go on to the next slide. Since we have understood polygons, although in the previous slide I have mentioned also, I thought I should show you different types of polygons, that is the regular and the irregular polygons. Regular polygons are the ones in which all the sides are equal and all angles are also equal. Irregular polygons are ones in which neither the sides nor the angles are equal. I've got some figures over here. So by this you can compare and understand what are regular polygons and what are irregular polygons. In the previous slide, we had discussed what are polygons, different types of polygons you saw. Now we'll come to the basic polygon which you are going to learn, that is quadrilateral. A quadrilateral is a polygon made up of four sides. I'll draw and show it to you. We can draw that. A polygon made of four sides. So let us take 4 points. One, another one, and back. So this particular polygon made up of 4 line segment is called a quadrilateral. This quadrilateral can have different shapes. This is a particular example. It is a example of a trapezium. I can make it a parallelogram. Then it can be a parallelogram, or it can be a rectangle also. What does a rectangle look like? This is a rectangle. Then we can also try and make it a square. This way, if I pull it here, this is a square. A square is also a quadrilateral. So even of course a rhombus. I forgot a rhombus. So this is a square. Now if I talk about a rhombus, this is jumping over. So let's talk about a rhombus. I'll pull this side over there. So this becomes a rhombus. Rhombus is also quadrilateral. So this particular polygon made of 4 sides is called, the general name is given as quadrilateral. So different types of quadrilateral are trapezium. You have a kite also. In fact, I can draw a kite and show you how does a kite look like. A kite is also quadrilateral made up of 4 points. Something like this. Here the points. This point here, it's not exactly right. This is a example of a kite. Then I told you how does a trapezium look like. It's a trapezium. Bring it this side. It's like this is a parallelogram, and this one is a rectangle here. Okay, then I told you what a square was. This is a square, and then if I move it this way, side alone, side. Anyway, I showed you what a rhombus was also. Side alone. This becomes a rhombus. This is a kite. So these are the different types of quadrilateral. Now, one very important thing about this type of quadrilateral is that this is a convex quadrilateral. In a convex quadrilateral, the diagonals of the quadrilateral will always lie inside the quadrilateral itself. I am drawing this diagonal 1. It's the diagonal 2. These both diagonals lie inside the quadrilateral. Here also, I draw the diagonals. This is one diagonal. What is a diagonal? Diagonal is a straight line or line segment joining the non-adjacent vertices. जो vertices आजू बाजू नहीं है, ठीक है, उनको join करने वाला. A and B को join करने वाला तो diagonal नहीं है. A and C को join करने वाला, B and D को join करने वाले lines को diagonals कहते हैं. Convex quadrilateral में जो diagonals होते हैं वो आपके quadrilateral के अंदर होते हैं, जैसे ये, ठीक है. So now तो कॉन्वेक्स क्वाड्रिलैटरल बोला तो एक और क्वाड्रिलैटरल होता होगा, वो है एक कॉनकेव क्वाड्रिलैटरल. कॉनकेव क्वाड्रिलैटरल कैसे होता होगा? इट इज आल्सो मेड अप ऑफ 4 sides. क्वाड्रिलैटरल है तो 4 sides है. सो आई शो यू हाउ डज अ कॉन्वेक्स concave quadrilateral look like. It will be, show you again. Let us make it with 4 points. Make a normal quadrilateral, and then I'll show you what a quadrilateral exactly look like. So I pull this point inside. This is a concave quadrilateral. इससे भी मैं कर सकती हूँ. ये है आपका concave quadrilateral.